Smite. When it comes to MOBAs, I play a lot of Smite. I don't, I mean, I play League of Legends. I like League of Legends, but I'm not gonna say like I'm a hardcore League of Legends guy. League of Legends is very fun. I think I use my favorite character on League of Legends is Yasuo, and but I do like MOBAs. I didn't really get into Dota, but I'm really excited for Paragon and Overwatch. Like, super excited. Those will probably be the games that I play the most over the next like 2 or 3 months, I guess. Not 2 or 3 months, but like when they come out. Oh shit, I'm way too deep in the streets. Okay, but no, I'm really excited about those games. I think MOBAs are really taking over, man. Like, but you know, I seen a video before I streamed for like 10 minutes about Loki and why he's like one of the most hated gods. And you know, the first thing I think, you know, is Loki isn't terrible. I played with Loki. At one point in time, I think Loki was the first assassin on Smite that I ever really used. But I think the issue with Loki is he's too predictable. Like, if you know all the guys, which I do, you know all the guys, you know how everybody moves, and if you play with all the guys, you know how, me personally, because I play, I'm not saying I play not to die, but when I play every role the way it's supposed to be. When I play with Loki, I don't stand by my team. Like, I don't get in a little group fights. I'm on the outskirts. Say we're in an arena, I'm on the outskirts. I'm lurking. It's creepy as that sounds. I mean, that's Loki's character. He lurks, he pounces, he gets the fuck out of dodge. So I know when I'm playing, no matter what god it is, what I would be doing if I was Loki. And I'm a pretty intelligent person myself. So, you know, when I'm playing, I'm always thinking, okay, how would this idiot on the other team be thinking? And, you know, the first thing that comes to my mind is, okay, he's gonna be right beside me. And usually, you know, Loki is about to appear right next to me. And yes, I know I'm just running around, trying to, you know, it's kind of hard to game and talk at the same time. But, you know, I appreciate Loki and what he does. But, you know, I don't hate Loki because every time I go against Loki, I whoop his ass. You know, you know Loki's moveset, and I have Astros, so I can hear everything. So when I hear that little poof noise, I know Loki's about to come kill somebody. I'll make sure to let my team know, like, you know, watch out for Loki. And when I have Nemesis, who is my favorite god on Smite, I am absolutely fucking amazing with Nemesis. I know what I'm about to do to him because I know how he thinks, I know how he moves. I know, you know, most of the time people are gonna build crit with Loki, some attack speed maybe, you know, but with Nemesis I can counter anything. Like, I will go one-on-one with Ymir and whoop his ass with Nemesis. Like, that's just what I do, you know. And you know, I like Loki. Like I said, I like Loki, but I'm not gonna say he's the worst god or anything. I do think he's a noob god. I think he's a cheese god because he's very easy to use. He doesn't take a lot of skill to be able to use him. You know, him, Fenrir, Thor, those assassins, in my opinion, are like the lowest tier. You know, that takes skill to use. Like, when it comes to skills to use those three. I know I'm forgetting somebody else, but they're, you know, I play with Serket, Nemesis, Humbats. I play with Humbats, but he's not really hard to use. But, you know, I like to play with those gods. Of course I dodge as I walk out of there. But I play with those guys, and I enjoy playing with those guys. They're fun to use. I think I'm gonna start trying to play Arachne because I'm starting to kind of like her moveset. I'm not really a fan of a Weelix. I think her moveset's kind of corny. But by far Nemesis is by far my favorite. So like I said, man, when it comes to Loki, I think he's decent. He's fun when you first, like, it's like your first entrance to an assassin. Loki is definitely the first person I use, but I'm also very aware of his skill set, you know, and what it takes to use him, and you gotta be fucking kidding me. Piece of shit. Like, I hate people that do like fake, oh shit, that do this. Like, he's literally sitting on the stairs. Niggas can kill his ass. Of course. But anyway, you know, like I said, like, I think, like I said, when you're playing with your best guy, because on PC, because the first time I played Smite was on PC, so I'm used to playing with, you know, I played with a lot of gods. I got a lot of guys mastered. I have a lot of guys unlocked. You know, I was trying everybody, but, you know, then I moved to Xbox, and I knew who I was good with, knew I was comfortable with. I knew who my best guys were. So, knowing that certain guys I picked and didn't pick, God, I hate the fucking G18. Ugh. Sometimes I wish I was on PS3 where I had all my stuff unlocked. But I appreciate, you know, knowing how the gods work. And I feel like, you know, if you're comfortable with your god, you know your god's strengths and weaknesses. So, you know, you're gonna know how to counter certain people. Because we all know who gets played with the most on Smite. And I think if you know what you're doing, when you're comfortable, you can counter Loki, you can counter Alquang, you can counter Zeus, you know, like the really cheese guys, you can counter those guys. So, and you know, plus on Smite on consoles, I know this video is all over the place, but I know like Smite on consoles, it doesn't really, the difficulty is very different. Because like on PC, it's hard, very hard. Average, easy, very easy, but on consoles it's like easy, very easy, average. Like there's no god that's hard. So when I see that, I know which gods are like the hardest to use, especially with a controller. Because I come from playing, you know, with my hunters using a keyboard mouse, but with my assassins using Xbox One controller on PC. So I was playing against people with keyboard and mouses with a controller, so I learned, I had to learn how to be good because I was at a clear disadvantage in certain situations. Because in some situations with, you know, oh shit, get shit on, boy. In certain situations, you know, having a controller is gonna do you more justice than, that did not just happen. I'm gonna kill his ass. Son of a bitch. So, you know, in certain situations, I had to learn how to be able to move. And the first guy that I really learned how to, like, move with and not die happened to be Nemesis. I learned how to not die, because in Smite, you have to learn how to, you know, Arena. I started out with Arena. You have to learn how to not die so you don't lose. And for me, you know, having to go against someone who has so much precision and you're using thumbsticks, it's difficult, you know. And you know, it took me a couple days. I really got really hardcore into Smite. I think winter break of 2014. So that's really where I come from. So consoles, I don't really have a lot of competition. I guess I could say, like, people kind of suck and they're really easy. But, you know, like I said, I learned how to play against people who had keyboard and mouse, you know, play with a keyboard and mouse. So it was just a different experience. But I'm ready to get busy in Battlefield. So I guess that's the end of this video.